Here's how to add a solid wood edge to plywood. Solid wood is far superior to iron-on veneer tape in terms of durability, and because you probably have plenty of off-cut material around to make the edging with, the cost is essentially zero. Edging stock should be thick enough to protect the fragile veneer from damage, but thin enough to easily trim flush and not stand out against the veneered surface. I like to use a 3/16 thick material for my edges, and if you're careful and use a good blade, you can cut the edging with a table saw. But if you have a surface planer, go with that. Make sure your edging is slightly wider than your sheet stock. To secure the solid wood edge to the plywood, run a bead of glue on the plywood edge. Use your fingers to position the strip with an even overhang and then lock it in place with a 23 gauge pin nailer. An 18 gauge nailer will also work, you'll just have bigger nail holes to fill. Clamp the edging to the plywood using a caul like this to spread the pressure evenly along the entire edge. After the glue is dried, we need to trim the edging flush with the plywood. You can power sand the edge flush, but it's really easy to sand through that thin veneer and ruin the shelf. Here's a better way. I use a trim router with a modified base and a straight cutter. An oversized piece of 1/4" MDF on the base creates an offset that allows you to set the bit perfectly flush with the veneer surface. Make sure the edge of the custom base is set behind the center of the bit. To set the bit depth, set the router on the veneered surface and lower the bit until it just touches the surface. The oversized MDF base allows you to position the router off the edge to start your cut. Turn on the router and slide the router over the edging to cut it flush. Feel the edge. It should be flush or nearly flush to the surface. Switch to a sanding block to finish. And there you have it, a great looking edge that's quick, easy, and durable.